Welcome to Dog Star Tarot. This reading is for the collective and it's for Aries and it's for the full moon in Taurus, 5th of November 2025. I'm just going to pull 3 cards for you. And I'm using the El Goliath Tarot. I may need to look at the book. This is a really big deck. I think there's 90 odd cards in this. So apart from the 78 traditional Rider-Waite Tarot cards, there are some others. It's quite deep. So I'm going to look at your kind of overall energy. Okay, and this is for Aries. What you need to let go of. And what you need more of. Okay. So your overall energy is, you've got the death card right in the middle. Okay, this does not mean that somebody's going to die. This is about metamorphosis. There's a butterfly there, and I think they call it the metamorphic moth. Oh, it's a moth, not a butterfly. Okay, so this is about transformation. Some things, yeah, you're in the middle of a transformation, whether you know it or not. Something's going to change for you. So let's have a look what you need to let go of. The Knight of Wands, the kind-hearted moose. Okay. I think being over generous with other people, giving away too much of yourself, giving away too much, investing too much of yourself in a relationship or a situation that doesn't serve you any longer. May have done in the past, but it's past its sell-by date. Okay, and I think this is about sort of gently letting go with kindness. Okay. I got a feeling of wands, usually quick moving energy wands, but it's just a kind-hearted moose, and I think do it in a gentle way. Okay. So if you need to let go of somebody or something that isn't working for you, do it gently with kindness in your heart. Okay, don't go in all fiery and burning bridges. Okay, and what do you need more of? Hidden inner strength, the shadow cat. Okay, look at that cat. Okay, this is about realizing your own capabilities. Okay, this cat's really tiny here, but look at the shadow. Okay, and this is what you're not seeing. You're not seeing the massive amount of strength and resilience that you've got to fall back on. Okay, and I'm kind of getting, you know what I'm getting? Fake it till you make it. Okay, but there is definitely transformation coming your way. You just need to let go of something with kindness and in a gentle way. Okay, so that's what I've got for you, Aries. I hope this helps. Next up we have Taurus. Hi Taurus, welcome to Dog Star Tarot. Today I'm doing a reading for the collective for the full moon in Taurus. And I'm just going to pull 3 cards. One is for your overall energy. What do you need to let go of or need less of? And what do you need more of? And I'm using the El Goliath Tarot. So let's have a look at what... Oh, right in the middle you've got the Sacred Heart. The heart and soul of El Goliath. Okay, this is not a traditional Rider-Waite deck, and this isn't. It looked. First I thought it looks like the 3 of Swords. It's not the 3 of Swords. This is about I think this is about loving yourself, Taurus. Appreciating all the good things about you. I think this is like glowing, and the moon is in your sign now. So I just feel there's a lot of love here about loving yourself. Okay, recognizing your own worth. I really like that. And I may have a look in the handbook, although it's a huge document, because it's a very big deck. I think there's 90 odd cards in it. So what do you need to let go of? The Eight of Swords, the imprisoned bear. Okay. He looks like, you know, this looks like he's underwater. The bear's underwater and struggling to breathe. But I think, you know what, surrounded by swords, okay, but they're not piercing him. He's not injured. So this for me is about actually moving past your self-imposed boundaries, okay? I think there's a way out that you haven't been seeing, okay? So if you've been experiencing any difficulty or anything, I think you just need to let go of your expectations and kind of look in a different direction. See, there's something that you're not seeing, and the full moon does reveal things that are unseen, okay? So yeah, there's a feeling of being trapped, okay? But you can move beyond that, okay? And then what do you need to take forward? Oh, you've got the moon. The silver shadow reflector, okay. Yeah, as I was saying, the moon is going to reveal the way forward, okay? So you need to, this is about embracing this moon energy, I think. Often relates to your subconscious. So take particular note of any dreams or anything you might be having. Any synchronicities, they could be really important to you. But I think at the centre of it all, you know, keep love at the centre of everything you do, okay? Yeah, that's what I've got for you, Taurus. I hope this helps. Next up, we've got Gemini. So what have we got for Gemini? Look at your overall surrounding energy. What you need to let go of or what you need less of. I'm feeling that one. What do you need more of? Okay. You've got the Ace of Cups right in the middle. Okay. This could be one of two things. It could be either you know, learning to love yourself a little bit more, okay? Or it could be a new start in a love relationship, or it could be a new start in any relationship, something new. Aces are all beginnings usually. Maybe it's about learning to love yourself a little bit more and holding on to that, because this is, it looks like this is out of your reach at the moment, but I feel this is, hold on to this. Loving yourself, appreciating yourself, appreciating your own worth. Okay. I'm going to just read a little bit from the Moonology Diary because by Yasmin Boland, because I'm sure it says something, the full moon. Yeah. This is full moon is a great time to turn the corner financially. Taurus is a sign associated with creature comforts. It's ruled by Venus, the planet of abundance too. One of the best ways to create a better reality for yourself is to realise that you deserve it. It's become almost a cliche to say this now, but it's real and powerful. So this month, under the full moon, grab a sheet of paper and write down as many things as you can think of about why you're a good person, why you're amazing, and why you make the world a better place. Read this list over throughout the coming 4 weeks so you start to see the real you and that you're really worth it. So yeah, learn to love yourself a little bit more. Okay, Gemini. And what do you need to leave behind, or what do you need less of? The great wheel of fortune. Okay. Stop leaving things to chance. I think this is a time when you need to actually be proactive. Okay, get out there and do something. Stop thinking, okay, it's going to happen. Yeah, don't leave it to chance. You have to make an effort. You have to do something. You have to do something concrete if you want to achieve your goal. Okay, and next up, what do you need to take forward? Seven of Pentacles. Okay. It says the rewarded frog. Seven of Pentacles for me is always a card of, you know, when you're putting in a lot of work, a lot of effort, and you don't feel you're getting there. This card is saying, stick with it, okay? You will get there, okay? You have got new beginnings here. So whether it's a love relationship or it's just something you're working towards, okay? Stick with it, okay? Keep working because, yeah, absolutely, the juice is worth the squeeze. You'll get there in the end, okay? So just actually make sure you take action. Don't just leave it. Make sure that you're actually doing something concrete and positive. You know, water the plants, okay? Feed them if you need to, metaphorically, of course. Yeah, just this is about putting in the effort. Okay, so that's what I've got for you, Gemini. I hope this helps. Oh, shit, man. Okay, apologies for my bad language there. I thought I pressed the wrong button and I didn't. So this is for Cancer, and same for Cancer. I'm going to take 3 cards for you. I'm going to look at your overall energy, what's surrounding you at the moment, what do you need to let go of, and what do you need to take forward, and what do you need more of. And I'm using the El Goliath Tarot. You got the 6 of Cups, the revisiting waterhole, reuniting waterhole. Okay, 6 of Cups is usually a card of nostalgia, revisiting the past. Could be that somebody, if you're in a relationship, you know, could be an old love returning, or something coming back from the past, or memories of the past. It's all about nostalgia. Okay, Cancer. So, yeah, thinking about things that have gone by. And this could be to do with family relationships, I think, at the moment. Okay. So that's kind of your overall energy. You might be meeting up with family. There might be celebration or family gathering. Okay. What do you need to let go of, or what do you need less of? 7 of Cups. Illusion. Fantasy thinking. I'm getting let go of thinking, if it's something to do with the past. I think this is, just be careful that you're not sort of drawn into an illusion about the past, that everything was wonderful, okay? I think this is about letting go of the things that were not good, letting go of the things that don't serve you or don't help you, or they're not helpful. Okay, so yeah, there's a snake there. There's a yeah, I think just be very careful that you don't get sucked into thinking that everything in the past, don't stop looking at the past through rose-coloured glasses. Okay, got there in the end. Okay, and what do you need more of, or what do you need to take forward? King of Pentacles. Okay, so this is, yeah, stability. A focus on stability in the material world. You know, your house, your home, your family, in the here and now, not what's happened in the past, okay? Because there's an illusion there about everything being wonderful before. I think, yeah, don't go back there. You know, the past's there for a reason. You know, this reading's saying don't revisit the past, move forward, and make sure that you've got stability, emotional, physical stability in the material world, as in your home, your family. I think this is where your focus needs to lie right now, not in whatever's sort of coming back from the past. Okay, so that's what I've got for you, Cancer. I hope this helps. Next up we have Leo. Hi Leo, welcome to Dog Star Tarot. This is a reading for the collective, and I'm using the Goliath Tarot, and we're going to look at overall energy. We're going to look at what you need to leave behind, or what's in the past, and those two are stuck together, so we'll take them both. What you need more of, or what you need to take into the future with you. So overall energy, we have got the Three of Swords, the bleeding raw heart. Okay, this is heartbreak. Okay, obviously not for everybody, but some of you could be experiencing some sort of sadness or heartbreak. Okay, I think it's about emotional wounds. Okay, but this is not not an ending. What does it say? The bleeding raw heart. Yeah, something that's hurt you deeply. You know, I feel like you've been hurt very deeply, but you'll fight another day. Okay, there's still roots. You're still grounded there. So yeah. And then what have we got? What do you need to leave behind? The Three of Wands. Creative bone prism. Three of Wands is usually about sort of scanning the horizon, looking at new opportunities. Okay. I'm going to have to refer to the handbook for this one. Yeah, just bear with me a second. I'm going to get the handbook. It's a huge thing. Please, just hold on, please, for me. Okay, this is the handbook. It's huge. Right, okay, I get this now. This is sitting in hesitation of things and hanging back too much, staying in the same place, feeling stagnant and uninspired, lacking creativity, needing to see the world and get out there more. Okay, so this is what you got to leave behind. You've got to leave behind that kind of feeling of stagnation. Okay, so especially, you know, stop dwelling on the past. Okay, it's time to move forward. Okay, so what is blessing you? What do you need to take forward? Six of Pentacles. Yeah, I think this is about having a more balanced perspective. Stop dwelling on this, you know, what went wrong, okay, in your heartbreak, and try and find some kind of balance. And I think, as always, make sure you've got love at the heart of everything you do, okay? And look at what lessons you can learn from this, you know? Yeah. And what's the other one? The Two of Swords, the Blind Seal. I don't like that card. Yeah, I think you've been, you know, you haven't been seeing something clearly. I think you've been too caught up in this kind of sadness and heartbreak here. And I think it's, what you need to take forward is, there is balance to be found. There is some kind, this is sacred what ball? I think it's a soul ball. Okay, white balls are sacred, aren't they? Okay, so I think you have not been seeing things clearly, okay? You've been blinded, I think, by emotion, okay? Too caught up in emotion, haven't been seeing things clearly. And I think this is focusing on getting balance back into your life, balanced perspective. Okay, that's what I've got for you, Leo. I hope this helps. Next up, we've got Virgo. Okay, Virgo, what overall energy, what you need to leave behind, or what's in the past, and what do you need more of, or what's in the future. So you have got the Six of Pentacles, a sacred white soul ball. Okay, Six of Pentacles is about balance, give and take, karma, yeah, what you give you will receive, okay? And this is about just, yeah, it's about balance and about karma, okay? So that's your overall energy. What do you need to leave behind? The Two of Cups. It says the intertwined snakes. Okay. Usually the Two of Cups is very soulmatey kind of energy. I don't get that with this card. In this particular deck, which is the Goliath, this looks like kind of an unhealthy relationship, not soulmate energy. I get that it's two people, but they are not, I kind of feel that they're kind of consumed. They're consuming each other. It's an unhealthy, toxic relationship. You perhaps thought it was your soulmate. Okay, so this is about a relationship. I'm saying that probably not soulmate energy. So I think it's letting go of anything toxic. It could be a relationship, it could be anything else. But if there's something toxic in your life, something that you feel is consuming you, swallowing you, not allowing you, I feel like kind of trapped. If you're feeling trapped by something, let it go, okay? And then what do you need to take forward, Virgo? Five of Wands, the jagged union. Okay. Five of Wands is often squabbles, disagreements, nothing big and not big stuff, but this is about, like, you know, people like not not in unity, where there's discord, okay? For me, this is about coming together, about trying to put the pieces of the jigsaw together, making sure that everybody's happy, okay? It's about resolving conflict, about being able to meet each other halfway, okay? So that's what you need to take forward, okay? But definitely leave behind, if there's anything toxic, leave it behind. Focus on growth, focus on where you can come together, where you've got consensus, okay? And find that balance. Okay, so that's what I've got for you, Virgo. I hope this helps. And next up we've got Libra. So what does Spirit want Libra to know during this full moon period? So overall energy. Got two there, what you need to leave behind or what you need to let go of. And what do you need to take forward? So your overall energy is the moon. How fitting. Okay, Libra. Something that you're not seeing clearly. It does say here the silver shadow reflector. Okay, so maybe this is about kind of looking at your shadow side, looking at what motivates you, and looking at, you know, the parts of yourself that you perhaps don't share with the world, that, you know, the parts that you perhaps feeling that you're not able to share with the world. And I think this is about looking at those parts of your life, those aspects of your life that perhaps need to be, you know, there might be gifts there that you can share. You've been afraid to do that, but I think this is about listening to your subconscious. Okay, listen to your subconscious right now. What do you need to let go of? 10 of Wands, okay. This is about putting down burdens, okay. So, yeah, you know, if you've been feeling overwhelmed, you've got too much on your plate, learn to say no. Learn to let go of those, you know, just doing too much, you know. Put down, let somebody else help you carry the load. Sometimes you can't do it all on your own. So time to stop being... you know, stop trying to be a tough guy and yeah, allow people to help you if necessary, but certainly stop trying to do it all by yourself. And you've got the Ace of Cups, okay. This is generally about new beginnings in love, but this might be time to let go of kind of expectations that something's out of your reach, and that's overburdening you. You know, you're trying to keep hold of something that's past its sell-by date, no longer useful to you. I don't mean that in a material or, you know, in a harsh way, but something you've outgrown, or something that's just not quite right for you. Let go of that. And, you know, with that, you know, that it will be, it's like lifting a weight off your shoulders, letting go of that burden. Okay. So it could be, for some of you, it could be letting go of a relationship that's not working for you. Okay. What do you need more of? 9 of Pentacles. The tranquil spotted doe. Okay. I love this card. I love it. This is somebody who's content on their own, okay? You don't need this this energy here, this... I'm not saying toxic, but it's something that just isn't working for you any longer. And I do feel that for some of you, it's about a relationship that you need to let go of it. Stand on your own 2 feet. Embrace all the good stuff about yourself. You know, look in the mirror, embrace your good qualities. Okay, and don't be afraid to show them to the world as well. Stop like hiding in the shadows. You know, if you've got gifts, share them. Okay, and yeah, this is about you being, you know, standing in your own power, being happy with who you are, where you are, and, you know, acknowledging and being grateful for the gifts that you do have. So that's what I have for you, Libra. I hope this helps. Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Dogstar Tarot. I'm using the Goliath Tarot today. Excuse me. Sorry, Scorpio, I had to take a call then. Okay, using the Goliath Tarot, and we're going to look at your overall energy. What you need to leave behind or what you need less of. And I'm feeling you've got 2 cards here. Yeah, 2 cards there. And what do you need more of? Right, so your overall energy is the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, I think this is you feeling pretty grounded, you know, feeling okay in your own skin. You know, you kind of got everything you need. You don't need anybody else particularly. Yeah, it's about contentment, and in the material world, yeah, you're doing okay. You might be on your own, but you're doing okay. What do you need to let go of, and what do you need less of? The Page of Pentacles. Butterfly Snow Vixen. I'm going to have to look in the handbook. This is not your usual Page of Pentacles card that you would get in the Rider-Waite. So I will look in the handbook. Huge thing. I'll have a look in a second for you. So just bear with me. And the Queen of Wands, the Cosmic Huntress. Right. Let me get my book. Okay. This is the handbook. Okay. Which did not come with the deck. I had to download it and print it out. It's huge. It's a big deck anyway. I think there's about 90 odd cards as opposed to 78 in a normal Rider-Waite deck. So what was the Page of Pentacles? Right, let's have a look. Oh, okay, interesting. Okay, this is about giving away sensitive information and secrets without consent for others' own without consent for others' own higher personal greater good, manipulation of information, setting unrealistic goals and not respecting boundaries of others. Okay, so unrealistic goals. If you've been setting unrealistic goals, I'd say let that go. And I'm going to look at this one as well, the Queen of Wands, because that's a strange card as well. I love this deck, but it is very, it's unusual and not the easiest to read sometimes. Queen of Wands. Okay. Again, not able to keep secrets told in confidence and distorting of truth to attain personal gain. Okay, Scorpio, if you've been doing that, you need to stop it, okay? Obviously, this isn't going to apply to everybody, but if you have been, and it says forgotten inner wisdom, okay? So this is saying, let go of that. You know, I think this might be, you know, perhaps your judgment's been impaired a little bit, and you have been... yeah, maybe you have been manipulating. Maybe you've been a little bit manipulative to try and get things to work in your favour. So this is what I'm getting. Yeah, let go of any tendency to be manipulative, okay? And what do you need to take forward, Scorpio? 3 of Wands. Creative bone prism. Okay, this is moving on, adventure, looking at, you know, moving in a different direction. And, you know, you've got options here in all directions, okay? It's just a matter of figuring out which way you want to go. I get a feeling of transformation here, because these look like pupa, don't they? You know, like they're about to... the creative bone prism. Yeah, it looks like they're about to, you know, kind of emerge into a beautiful butterfly. And, yeah, this is about moving forward. And... yeah, and there's butterfly here as well, isn't there? This mask. So I think kind of take off this mask, let go of any tendency you have of trying to manipulate situations to your own advantage. And, you know, there's a big world out there for you to explore. And I think, you know, that's the message I'm getting for you. You know, time to... yeah, have an adventure. Have an adventure. That's what I'm getting for you, Scorpio. That's what I've got for you. I hope this helps. Hi, Sagittarius. This reading's for the collective, for the full moon on the 5th of November 2025. I'm using the Goliath Tarot. I'm going to look at your overall energy, what you need to leave behind, and what you need to take forward. And you've got 2 cards there. Okay. So what does Spirit want Sagittarius to know? Let's have a look. Overall energy is the Tower. Okay, for some of you, you may have had, you know, this is when something happens suddenly, unexpectedly. Sometimes it's the universe coming in to kick your backside if you've been procrastinating about something. But it's definitely a feeling of, you know, sudden change, an unexpected change. So, yeah, this isn't going to be for everybody, but for some of you, yeah, perhaps you've been feeling that energy around you. What do you need to let go of? The King of Wands, the glowing white stag. Okay, I think this is about not moving forward too quickly. I think it's about reining in your more it's about not being rash, okay, and reining in that kind of fiery energy that, and you may be wanting to rush to do something to make things change, but I think you need to let go of that. I think it's a time for being, you know, kind of cooling your jets, okay. It looks like there's a spider web or something there in his antlers. I think you're going to tie yourself up in knots if you go at something too hastily, if you try and do something too quickly. Not a time for doing that right now. I think that, you know, if you have had this tower moment, if something has happened unexpectedly, you need to take a step back. You need to do things slowly and methodically and carefully, okay? These cards are really strange. They're the same size, but you know, there's an optical illusion. The one with the white border looks bigger than the one with the black border, even though they're exactly the same size. I love this deck. It's strange and quite deep, but I really like it. And then what do you need to take forward? Wow. You've got the sun. Okay, and what does it say here? Beams of life. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. And then you've got the Hierophant, the Master of Keys. Okay. What do you need to take forward? Right, first of all, okay, I really like this. This is like, you know, after this kind of, I want to say devastation. Some of you might be feeling devastated by recent events. It may be something very difficult for you. But the sun is going to shine again. And there's new, look at those sunflowers. Okay, this has significance for me, and also for my sister who is a Sagittarius. Okay, for me it feels that there's something here about, you know, the sun is going to shine. Okay, after this sadness. After this tower moment, the sun is going to shine again, okay? Things are going to get better. And then we've got the Hierophant, who's the Pope, the Guru. But for me, this particular Hierophant is the Master of Keys. I think you know what, you have the keys to your own destiny here. This is about, for me, this is about not looking for outside confirmation, for outside validation outside of yourself. This is about being your own, you know, being your own guru, being your own, you know, you've got all the keys. You know exactly what you need for this happiness, to bring this happiness and joy into your life after this sadness. Okay, just don't rush into things. Okay, take things slowly. You need time to recoup, regenerate, and start afresh. Okay, that's what I've got for you, Sagittarius. I hope this helps. Hi Capricorn, welcome to Dog Star Tarot. This is a reading for the collective, and it's for the full moon in Taurus, 5th of November 2025. And I'm just looking at the overall energy surrounding you at the moment. Okay, you've got two cards here. What do you need to let go of? What do you need to take forward, or what do you need more of? Right. Your overall energy. The Empress. The alchemical mother. Okay. The alchemical mother. Okay, for some of you it could be about news of a pregnancy, news of a new baby on the way, or it could be, you know, I get a feeling of like earthiness with this card, about getting in touch with the Earth Mother, getting in touch with the universe, embracing that side of yourself. Very like feminine energy, protective energy, nurturing, caring. And you get the world, the sacred circle. Okay. Something's coming to, yeah, something's completion of a cycle and the start of a new one. Okay, so something coming to an end. Okay. Excuse me a moment. I have to my battery's running low. I just need to find my charger. Well, I had a little bit of drama then. I went to get my charger, plugged it in, reached over, forgot about the candle, burnt a hole in my my cardigan, and I love this cardigan. It's got a hole in it now. Anyway, right, okay, Capricorn. Yeah, something's a cycle of life, and I do feel for some of you, maybe only one of you, there is going to be a new life, a new baby. I think somebody else got that earlier as well. Okay, not for everybody, and it could be, you know, very possibly just the completion of one cycle and the start of another. Yeah. What do you need to let go of, and what do you need less of? Seven of Pentacles. Okay. This is a feeling, for me, the Seven of Pentacles is always the card of you feeling that you're making a lot of effort, you put a lot of effort into something, you're not getting the rewards, you don't feel, you know, you kind of think, is it worth it? Is it worth putting in the effort? Because this isn't what you need to let go of. Well, let's have a look at what you need to take forward, because it may be that you need to kind of stop working so hard at something, okay? Let things flow naturally. So what do you need to take forward, or what do you need more of? Yeah, the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. I think, yeah, absolutely. If there's something that's not working for you, if you feel like you've been putting in a lot of effort for little reward, let go of that feeling, you know, just kind of think, okay, put it on the back burner for now. You don't have to abandon it entirely, okay? But I think just let go of wanting something to happen quickly. You know, I think sometimes there's stuff going on under the surface, and especially now at the time of the full moon, not everything's clear to us. Not everything is you know, it's not a time where things are, there's stuff that's hidden, okay, that may come to light after the full moon. But I think this is, right now, it's saying let go of wanting things to happen. Let nature take its course is what I'm feeling, okay? And yeah, you've got the Nine of Pentacles. This is feeling a feeling of just stability in the material world. You know, you happy in your own skin, you know, sort of pretty stable financially. You've got everything you need. Yeah, you could have the 10, but you don't need it. You know, you're quite happy as you are. So take that feeling forward, you know, just appreciate what you've got. Appreciate the good things in your life, Capricorn. And yeah, something new in the mix here, I feel. Something new's about to start. Okay, so that's what I've got for you, Capricorn. Next up, we've got Aquarius. Okay, what does Spirit want Aquarius to know during this full moon period? That's the overall energy. What do you need to let go of? Looks like you've got two things here. Or what do you need to leave in the past? And what's in the future? Right, so your overall energy is the Ace of Cups. Okay. I think this is you wishing or hoping for a new start in a relationship. It could be a love relationship. It could be, you know, a relationship with anybody. But I think this is what you're hoping for. You're trying to reach for it, but it's kind of just a little bit out of your grasp at the moment, okay? Looks like it could be a little bit turbulent there as well, you know? It could be like that you're trying to reach for something and it's, you know, it's like not for you. I kind of think that you're kind of chasing something or wanting something that's not for you. Okay, you see that hand there is not actually holding that cup, and it just looks like there's a lot of turbulent emotions. Maybe you're hanging on to something too tightly, a relationship or something that's perhaps not working out or not right for you or toxic in some way. Okay, let's see what you need to let go of. Temperance. You've got two major arcana here. Okay, the Hangman. Okay, so Temperance is about, what is it? The pond of balance. Okay. This is, you know, this is about, well, obviously balance. Why would you need to leave that behind? Okay. I think perhaps that things aren't balanced, and I think this is, you've got the Hangman as well. This is looking at things from a different perspective, okay? So I think if you know, you want balance, if you're looking for balance, you need to be looking in a different direction. And I think it's not here, okay? I don't think you're going to find balance here. So these cards, they're saying to me that this is, yeah, looking at the situation differently. I think you need to have a more balanced perspective, okay? You haven't got that at the moment, and that's what you need. This is a suspended monkey. Okay. I feel something here that this is something that's been... Do you see the jewellery there? As though this monk is kind of trying to hang on to this, something that doesn't belong to them. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what you need to let go of. If you're something's not for you, you need to let go of that and kind of try and find some balance. As you see the yin and yang thing in the middle there. Yeah, this is about achieving balance and letting go of something that isn't meant for you. Okay, and it could be in an emotional relationship, a love relationship. And what do you need to take forward? Four of Pentacles. What does that say? The prudent mountain goat. Four of Pentacles is about sometimes it can be about not giving enough. Sometimes it's about holding back. And I think this is, again, you see this goat's right at the top of the mountain. He's got a view of everything. And I think, again, this is about perspective, you know, about you looking at something from a different point of view, gaining new perspective, okay? Yeah. Not the traditional meaning of the Four of Pentacles for me with this card and this deck. This is about, yeah, checking out, looking, making sure you're on safe ground as well. But this is like almost like a feeling of isolation, being stuck at the top of a mountain, but having a broad overview of everything that's happening and, you know, staying there until you get a fresh perspective. I think it's really important for you to look at things from a different point of view right now. Okay, so that's what I've got for you, Aquarius. I hope this helps. And last but not least, we've got Pisces. Hello Pisces, welcome to Dog Star Tarot. I'm just doing a quick reading for the collective for the full moon in Taurus, which is happening today, 5th of November 2025. I'm just going to look at your overall energy, what you need to leave behind, and you've got 2 cards, and what you need to take forward. Okay, and I'm using the El Goliath Tarot, not your traditional Rider-Waite, so the meanings are, you know, I'm going to be guided by my intuition, as I always am, but even more so with this deck because it's different. Okay, so your overall energy is the King of Swords. And it says here, the Father of the Night. This looks like an owl that's caught a mouse, okay? Or a rat. Is it a rat? Is it an owl? I'm not absolutely sure what that is. King of Swords is somebody who can he can cut through all of the bullshit, basically. Okay, is no nonsense. Okay, can also be somebody connected to law or government. Okay, decisive action, opportunist, somebody taking advantage of an opportunity. So it could be you at the moment that you're poised to take advantage of an opportunity that's coming your way, or it could be that somebody is, you know, trying to take advantage of you. Okay, bear that in mind. Let's have a look at the other cards. What do you need to let go of? Oh, the Ace of Cups and the Hangman. Had those in the last reading. Ace of Cups is it's either, you know, learning to love yourself a little bit more, or a new beginning in love, or a new start in love, or a romantic relationship, or some sort of relationship. However, because there's King of Swords here, I think that this is not for you. Okay, so if it is about a relationship, Pisces, I think this is you need to let go of it. Okay, this is not for you. Okay, and again we've got the Hangman here, which is the need to look at something from a different perspective. I kind of just get the feeling with this card, there's something about cheating, not being straightforward, trying to get away with something. This and if this is like I said, this opportunist, I kind of feel, I think just watch out that that you're not being taken advantage of, and particularly in a kind of love or romantic relationship. Okay. What have I got in the future here? Oh, okay, you've got the Sacred Heart, the heart and soul of El Goliath. Okay, this is not a traditional Rider-Waite. It's not one of the 78 cards in the usual normal deck. Okay, this is one of the additional cards, of which there are, I think, about 20 additional cards. This is about loving yourself. Okay, here I said about, you know, this is also, for me, is a card of learning to love yourself, getting stability, getting hold of that, loving yourself, okay? You don't need anybody else to complete you, okay? So let go of this. If it's somebody who wants to, taking advantage of you, okay, let go of it. Learn to love yourself more and embrace this Sacred Heart, where, you know, you've got everything here to bloom and to make your life beautiful. Okay, you don't need this. I just feel a feeling of toxic, some opportunists. There's somebody there that's trying to take advantage of you. Stay true to yourself. Stay true to your own heart, okay? Because you can't go wrong. Trust in your own heart. Trust in your intuition, okay? And, you know, love yourself, okay? Don't let somebody manipulate you or get under your skin if they're not worth it. Leave it behind, okay? That's what I've got for you, Pisces. I hope this helps, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.